29 minutes past 7. I'm John Kogel. But here, Angela Fabian. She's a soul and jazz singer. She's playing at the Jazz and Blues Collective at the Old Soul Bar in Maroochydore tomorrow. She describes her voice as a belter. Apparently it's a technical term. And she begins by telling me what her original home state of Nebraska in the USA was like when she was growing up.
Oh, look, it's a big country. It's a good state, though. It kind of reminds me of Perth a bit. But, Omaha, Nebraska is known for its corn and cows as far as, agriculture goes. But, yeah, it's a good state.
Is it a real country sort of rural area?
No, it's not like a rhinestone cowboy country, but it's it's a pretty big city. There's Omaha, Nebraska, and then there's also Lincoln, where UNL, University of Nebraska, is there. And
what's a Nebraskan accent? Because I know you've got a little bit of an Australian one now. What's a full-on Nebraskan accent sound like?
I can't remember. I just don't remember. And whenever I go back home, they go, "Oh my God, you sound so Aussie," and I go, "No, I really don't." But to them, I do. I think I still sound, for like I'm from Omaha. But then when I get back, I go, "Oh, okay, I can see." I totally forgot because I've actually been traveling since '93, so I've been always, just been working in so many different places. I forgot how it sounds.
Yeah, one of the things you did when you were travelling, and of course I've got this from reading a bit about you, is you spent 6 years travelling and performing with the United Nations. What were you doing?
Well, I was singing. It was sort of like, Bette Midler. You ever see that movie For the Boys with Bette Midler? Or what's his name? Oh, I can't think of that comedian that used to do it.
Bob Hope.
Yeah, Bob Hope.
Yep.
That's exactly what we used to do. I used to do that for, like I said, around 6 years, and just travel to different countries to bring up the moral welfare for the soldiers and all of that stuff.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was. It was awfully fun. It was just because I had a chance to travel, and that was, coming from where I came from, to get to go and travel like that, it was just amazing. So that was all good. But then we did like a few war-torn countries as well, like, Somalia, around Black Hawk Down time, and Croatia, and we'd hear, bombings and stuff like that. And, so we did some really scary places, but I really enjoyed just to get to travel, even though, I just came from Germany a few weeks back, and when I did work in Germany, I didn't get a chance to see Germany because I was always just working and, traveling. But I quite enjoyed it.
You sound pretty laid back to talk to, but your live performance is there's a lot of energy, and there's a lot of you output a lot of effort. Where did you learn to perform like that?
I think it's just from watching, some of my favorite singers, and Tina Turner, and I didn't know anything about that there was a such thing called belt singing until I started uni at a late age.
What's it called? Belt singing.
Belt singing,
where you belt it out.
Yeah, and that's actually real. It's actually it seems like belt singing, but it's actually a real term. And I think I just learned. I don't know. I actually don't know where that energy comes from. It just happens like that. And then I grew up in church singing, and
were you belt singing in church when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's
learning how to.
It's just basically singing as loud as you can. Is that correct?
It's just singing from the diaphragm, and it's just having different breathing techniques, and it's just a strong song, sort of like Shirley Bassey, how she sings, and Tina Turner, how she sings. There's a difference between the way their belt singing. That's how they sing. And Beyonce, she's a belt singer, but then there's other singers that sing really soft but still beautiful, and I can't explain it. But yeah.
Yeah, right. Now, okay, you often perform with a big band. I suppose you've got to get across the sound that's coming from them. Does it help in that case?
Yeah, because it's not really a big band. I usually just have about 5 pieces, but it depends on what sort of show. Like I just recently did put together an Aretha Franklin show. I did that on the Gold Coast. And so then I think I had about 8 to 10 people on the stage. And so that, you have to have that much when you're trying to pull off an Aretha Franklin show. But normally I just have about 5 pieces, and it's the energy that we all give each other as well. My guitar player, Ray Gretsch, we've been playing together for nearly 10 years. And so it's the feeling that you get, and the band gives you that drive as well to, like we know when we're going to, escalate in the song and how to make it bigger, because we just follow each other. And
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Angela Fabian, you're playing at Maroochydore on Sunday. You've released an album, Arms Opened Wide,
Yeah.
and the song we're going to play now is called "She Thinks She's on Broadway." Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but this song is about a young girl who, she has a low self-esteem sort of thing happening with her, and she wants to be in the limelight. She wants to be in the paparazzi and what she sees in the videos, and so she visualizes herself as she's looking in her dark bedroom. She's looking in the mirror, and all of a sudden, she's in another place, and she's walking down the hall, and these cameras are flashing all in her face, and people are throwing confetti and wanting her autograph, and she's feeling beautiful, and she might be a bit overweight, but she doesn't care in her video. She's beautiful, and it's a song like that.
Captures that moment of hope or something, I suppose it is.
Yeah, I'd say that, and then reality strikes back, and the way kids and the way people can be so harsh on you if you have anything wrong with you. You might be overweight, you might have a few more zits than other people.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give it a listen now. Hey, thanks so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it, and have a great gig in Maroochydore on Sunday.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Okay, here's Angela Fabian with "She Thinks She's on Broadway."
She walks in the room and she's feeling so suave, and the flashes are flashing. She knows that this is her day. Yeah. And the music is blaring, the people are staring, but she is not caring. Her shoes aren't bearing, it's her day. And her makeup is smearing, but no one is hearing. She raises her hand, but no one knows it's her day. And her jeans are too tight, but she's feeling alright, and she's having the time of her life, 'cause this is her day. Yeah. She thinks she's on Broadway. She's floating on every little cloud. She looks in the mirror. Her body is yelling, she's so proud, and no one can tell her she's not a queen in her own right. She's on Broadway. Yeah. Oh. The party is over and morning has come, and she's feeling alone, and her body is numb, 'cause on her day on Broadway, she dreams of the fun and the beauty she felt as she danced and she pranced and was even romanced on her day on Broadway. She waved her hands in the air like she just didn't care, because she knows that it was her day. And now she's alone with no one who was caring and sharing her life and her mind, but it was her day on Broadway. She thinks she's on Broadway. She's floating on every little cloud. She looks in the mirror. Her body is yelling, she's so proud, and no one can tell her She's not a queen in her own right. She's on Broadway. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, ABC Sunshine Coast, it's 20 minutes to 8. The news is coming up in 5 minutes. Angela Fabian, she's playing at the Jazz and Blues Collective at the Old Soul Lounge Bar, Ocean Street, Maroochydore. That's tomorrow. Doors open at 1 p.m, music from 2 p.m. So hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy her. She's got a massive voice once she gets going. So probably not, this song is probably not indicative of that. But when you see her live, you will see that for sure.